This is pre-algebra lesson 1.6. Today we're going to be combining like terms, which is something you'll be doing a lot of when you get through the upper level math. Pre-algebra, algebra, geometry, trig, calculus, pre-calculus, algebra 2, any of those, you're going to be doing lots of combining like terms to make sure you can figure out what a like term is. In order to do that, we need to figure out what a term is. So let's look at some vocabulary. So a term is any part of an expression that can be added or subtracted. So if you have 3x plus 5 equals 10, the 3x is a term, the 5 is a term, and the 10 is a term. So anything that can be added or subtracted, the little parts of it are going to be a term. So like terms are going to be any terms that have the same variable that are raised to the same power. So anything in there that has just an x, if we have 3x plus 2x plus 4x plus 9x plus 20x equals 15, then all those numbers, the coefficients with a variable, are going to be like terms. Now if you have a 2x plus 3x squared, those are not like terms because they don't have the same power. We'll get into that more later. So an equivalent expression has the same value for all the values of the variable. So all the x's mean the same thing. Now if we're simplifying when you're writing a fraction means you want to put it in the simplest form, and simplifying an expression means we want to take all those like terms and put them all together so that it's in the simplest form that's possible as well. Right, so here is an example of a term. Remember, your variable is going to be your letter, and your coefficient is going to be the number that's associated with it. Your variable has to have the same power in order for it to be considered to be a like term. So 4x and 4x squared are not like terms because this part is not exactly the same. So your variable has to be exactly the same in order to combine them. So we're going to be simplifying some expressions here by combining like terms, and just remember, in order to combine, your terms have to be exactly the same. The variable has to be exactly the same. Same letter, same power. 5x plus 3x. When we combine them, we're going to take our operation right here and apply that to our coefficients. So we're going to take our 5, and we're going to add it to our 3, keep the x the same. So 5x plus 3x is going to be 8x. You should try this one on your own. Remember, they have to be exactly the same. So our m's here are 5m minus 2m and minus 3m are going to be like terms, and our plus 8 and our plus 6 are going to be like terms. So we're going to combine those. We've got our 5m minus 2m minus 3m is actually going to be 0m plus our 8 plus 6, which is 14. So in this case, our m's are going to completely disappear. So what if we have two variables in our expression? Notice we have some a's and we have some b's, and then we have some constants. So we can't combine our a's and our b's together, not by adding and subtracting, which is what combining like terms is. So we're going to take all our a's, we got our 6a and our 8a together, which would be 14a. Is there anything to combine with our 4b? Is already in simplest form. And our 7 has nothing to combine with, so it's already in simplest form. So this would be the simplest that you could write that expression. I want you to try this one. We're going to take our k's, put them together. That would be 5k. Our 3n minus our 2n is minus 1n. Now, anytime you have a coefficient of 1, you don't need to have it. So if you just have a letter, that means a 1. So the best way to write this would be 5k minus n. So no coefficient means a coefficient of 1. For this one is a little tougher. We're going to have to use our distributive property. Not sure if you've heard of it before, but in order to solve this, we're going to have to take this 4 and we're going to have to share it across everything in the parentheses. So we're going to have to multiply it by the y. We're going to have to multiply it by the 9. So 4 times y is 4y, and 4 times 9 is 36. And we're going to keep this sign in front because this is a positive and this is a positive. So 4y plus 36 minus 3y. Now we can simplify it. 4y minus 3y is a single y. Remember, we don't need a 1 in front. Our 36 has nothing to combine with, so that is its lowest simplification. This time, we're going to be taking some things we learned in a couple chapters ago and adding it to the combining like terms in order to solve this equation. So first, we're going to combine like terms. We're going to take our x's and combine them. 8x minus x is going to be 7x equals 112. To get rid of the 7 so that our x is isolated, we're going to divide by 7 so that our x is equal to 16. Right, give it a shot for your assignment here. The first two, I just want you to simplify those. Write them in lowest terms when you combine the like terms. Number 3, give it a shot. Remember that you're going to distribute. So you're going to do 3 times your r and your 3 times your 2. And then you'll combine like terms to make it simple. And then for number 4, you're going to be finding out what p is equal to. So that's going to be 2 steps as well. First, you're going to combine like terms. You'll combine these. Then you'll divide to get the p alone. Divide both sides by whatever that's going to equal out to, and you'll find out what p is. Give it a shot, and I will see you in class tomorrow. Make sure you take a picture of your page and upload it to Edmodo.